Hello and welcome to Tuesday, the 15th of September. The Gospel is from Luke chapter 7. A centurion had a slave whom he valued highly, who was close to death and very ill. When he heard about Jesus, he sent some Jewish elders asking him to come and heal his slave. And when they came to Jesus, they appealed to him earnestly, saying, "That man is worthy of having you do this for him, for he loves our people. It is he who built our synagogue." Jesus went with them, but when he was not far from the house, the centurion sent friends to him to say, "Lord, do not trouble yourself, for I am not worthy to have you come under my roof. Therefore I did not presume to come to you, but only speak the word, and let my servant be healed." When Jesus heard this, he was amazed at him, and turning to the crowd, he said, "I tell you, not even in all of Israel have I found such faith." And those who had been sent returned to the house, and when they arrived, they found the slave in good health. You know, Jesus is astonished. He is unused to finding such faith, and he rejoices when he finds this, especially among someone not of his own faith. Immediately, the first teaching in this passage that we can learn much is about freedom in religion, about the need to show faith or trust or humility, even when it is least expected. Jesus allows himself to identify with someone who speaks of our people. Surely he values the generosity and openness of the speaker, and glad that it is not used in a narrow or exclusive way. Seeing how Jesus is able to welcome the faith of the stranger and see it as an example. Perhaps the second lesson we could learn is that we could perhaps look again at those we consider to be different to our faith and learn from their ways. But there is something saintly about the centurion. He seems to be a model of compassion, and he takes great pains on behalf of his slave, who he could have easily have discarded. And yet, this model of humility, being an officer of the Roman army, he begs a favor of a traveling rabbi. And he then becomes a model of faith that we can learn by, recognizing the authority of Jesus, who marvels at him. Lastly, and I think this is the classic, the centurion gifts the church and the world with a prayer known as the prayer of humble access, said just before we receive communion, which epitomizes the nature of humanity as we encounter the presence of Jesus in the Eucharist. If you know it, pray the prayer with me. We come to this your table, merciful Lord, trusting in our own righteousness, but in your manifold and great mercies, we are not worthy so much to gather up the crumbs under your table. But you are the same Lord, whose nature is always to have mercy. Grant us therefore, gracious Lord, so to eat the flesh of your Son and to drink your blood, that our sinful bodies may be made clean by his body, and our souls washed through his most precious blood, and that we may evermore dwell in him and he in us. Amen. And so once more, dear friends, I bid you God bless, keep well, and stay safe here from Bromley.